Hi, I'm Christy Osborne from Mountainside Media, and I help wedding and event pros and educators measure their marketing success using research, ads, and analytics. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about getting real when it comes to measuring your social media success. So I know a lot of y'all look at your numbers in terms of engagement and comments, but that is not enough. And let me explain. I was talking to a student the other day in our Q&A session, and she just learned a technique for tracking social media in Google Analytics. And I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. But before I do, I'm going to tell you this. When we looked in her reports, we did not see any traffic coming from social media. I asked her to show me her work, and her work was fine the way she was tracking things. The problem was she got a lot of engagement on social media, but she didn't get any traffic. So the first thing I want to talk to you about before I talk to you about tracking successful social media campaigns in Google Analytics is having strong calls to action on social media. Here's why. Most couples or folks that want to do business with you, they might see you on social media, they might follow you, they might engage with you, but at the end of the day, they're going to vet you on your website. They're going to go to your website, they're going to check you out, they're going to look at your about page, they're going to look at your services and pricing page, they might fill out your inquiry form right then and there. But the point is that when folks are on social media, unless you ask them to visit your website, they likely won't. Or if they do at some other time, on some other day, for some other occasion, and you can't actually track that. So what I want you to do is I want you to think at least once every third, fourth, or fifth post, talk about your services and invite people to check out a page on your webpage. Now, it doesn't always have to be an inquiry page. It can be your about page if you share a quirky little detail about you. It can be your gallery page if you want them to look at more of your portfolio pieces. It can be your services page. Just invite them to visit your website. So that's tip number one. Have some calls to action on your social media feed. Tip number two, track your links. So I have a video I'm going to link to all about how to track links effectively with Google Analytics. There's a couple of things you need to be aware of before you start tracking links, or else you can pollute your data in Google Analytics. I want you to start tracking all of your links in your social media that drive traffic to your website. Here's what that does. Instead of relying just on engagement and comments, which may or may not lead to traffic and inquiries and sales, I want you to use those strong calls to action, drive the traffic to the website, and then in your Google Analytics report, when you use properly tagged and tracked links, you'll be able to see which social media channels are actually powerful traffic drivers and which are duds. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to make some decisions about how much time and energy and money you might spend on those platforms. For instance, if Instagram is a strong traffic driver from your link in bio, you might want to consider Instagram ads, or maybe you want to consider hiring a professional to help you ramp up your Instagram social media game. The point is that you cannot assume that just because people are liking your post that they're going to visit your website. So back to my student. She was tracking her links properly. Everything looked good. It was a beautiful, clean link. She put it on social media. She actually did have a strong call to action, and nobody bit. And what she said to me was, wait a minute, everybody was liking my content and nobody visited my website. And I said, yes. And that is why we use Google Analytics to track success, because you can have all of the attention in the world, but if you can't turn that attention into interest and that interest into inquiries, you're not in business.